Bonjour and welcome to a new unboxing video, and today I've got something a bit special because we're going to get one of those retro unboxings, because I'm told that you enjoy when I speak of old toys. So for this, I mean, I've already got a box because it's an unboxing. We need a box to have an unboxing, and we're going back to the 1970s, the end of the 1970s in France, because this is actually from a company called Seiji, and they actually did some toys of a TV series I've already spoken to you about. It's one of those Japanese anime, which is called Goldorak. As you can see, I mean, you've seen that. I've already shown you that character. I've already actually shown you other versions of the main character, Actarus. And back in the 70s, they released the two main characters from the series, Actarus and Alcor, as 9-inch dolls, and they were based on the Super Joe figures, and they're absolutely fantastic. They're very, very difficult to find in good condition because sadly at the time they were not using the best plastic. But without further ado, let me introduce to you Alcor, and we're going to explore them anyway. So Alcor here, and you're going to see them much better than what I've just shown. And they're very, very fiddly. They're quite fragile as well. And Actarus, who is right here. So here you go. Basically, the idea, the concept of those figures were really your usual G.I. Joe or Big Jim or whatever. And you do have you have the two main characters, so they are plastic. As you can see, I mean, the articulation look a bit weird because of the nature of the plastic. Those figures literally degraded with time, so quite a few have lost their hands, and quite a few have lost some of their articulations, and quite often those are actually restored. This is actually a restored version, are restored partly. This one, that's probably an original articulation, but the articulation in the leg, for example, which as you can see are metal, are actually a restoration, because it's very, very difficult to find them in good condition. So here's the main character. So plastic. You do recognize, if you know Super Joe, you do recognize basically the basic body of a Super Joe, and they added some fabric part to the costume, and basically some bits of plastics. You've got some little wristwatch, which are also extremely fragile, so it's not easy to find them with those. And of course, you've got the helmet. The helmet is removable, so as you can see, you can actually open the helmet to see the face of the character, and you can actually remove it completely. So you do have the full character. And so here is Actarus. Actarus is the main hero, is the pilot of Goldorak, and he's got his best friend Alcor, which, as you can see, has slightly different. I keep turning the accessories because the plastic accessories are a bit fiddly as well, and in fact, as you can see, he only has one of his wristwatch because the other one is here and it doesn't really hold that well. So instead of basically risking losing it, I preferred removing it. Same thing, you can actually remove, so it opens in a very different way, because you can literally open the start of the, or you can switch it back to hold it into place. So basically you pull on the chin, and then you can remove the helmet. The heads are soft, so, and here you go. You do have Alcor, who was also the main character in Mazinger Z, another series. So here you go. That's the two main figures. Well, two main figures. They only did two. I think they wanted to continue, but they would have had to do the female characters because there's only 4 main characters as heroes, you got 2 men and 2 women. And another time in the 1970s, female character didn't sell at all in that for that kind of action toys. So they stopped doing those after that, which is really a shame. Really a brilliant line. I mean, if you look at the that's the helmet so that you can see it better. It's really very, very nicely done, and same thing with the Actarus one, which basically you can open or close. Very, very cool figure. I absolutely adore those. And what they did, they also did some accessories. So you basically, they used some of the Super Joe accessories and release accessory packs. So for example, you did have, this is what is called the Aqua Laser, which you can actually put on the character. So you would fill this with water, and basically you could, if you were pushing on it, you could basically, you had a water gun, which was, and I think this turned inside of the plastic bag. So you had quite a few accessories like that. That's also the protection shield when you are using the Aqua Laser. You had a little motor power pack that you put on the back of the figure as well. They did quite a few of those. There was a little helicopter pack. There was quite a few things like that, and even a huge play set, which was actually a redressed Super Joe play set, or a huge ship. And the only difference is that basically they had Goldorak sticker on it. So here you go. That's probably one of my favorite toys. I had them when I was a kid. I played with them so much that they fell apart, which actually wasn't really difficult because, as I said, they were quite fragile. Nowadays they're worth a huge amount of money. It's becoming more and more difficult to find them, and of course you can mostly find them in France, and they were released in Italy as well, but I think that other than France and Italy, they haven't been released in any other country. So here you go. That's Actarus and Alcor from CG, and I think they were released in 1978. And they were from the animated series Goldorak, Japanese anime, which was really the first big anime to be shown on French television. And so here you go, something a bit different. Hope you've enjoyed that, and I will speak to you again soon. Bye.